Hi, I'm Chris Logsdon, and I wanted to show you a calculus method called the chain rule, which is taking the derivative of composite functions. I chose this because I really love math and I work very hard at it. And last year I placed second in state because of my effort. So in order to show you how to take the derivative of composite functions, we first need to take the derivative of simple functions. I'm going to define a derivative form for you, which is the limit as h goes to 0, and then my equation is f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. Our first function is sine of x, and when we plug in sine of x as our function here, we get cosine of x. Next we have our exponential functions, so for example 7 to the x. And when we put this into derivative form, we just have our original exponential times natural log of our base. Third is our polynomials. And in polynomials, when we put this into derivative form, we just drop down our exponent and it's multiplied by our base times the exponent minus 1. So a simpler way to write it out is we have x to some constant. When we take the derivative, the constant comes down, multiplied by x to our original exponent minus 1. And lastly is our log functions. So for example, log base 7 of x. When we put this into derivative form, we always get 1 over our x times natural log of our base. These are all of our simple functions and how to take their derivatives. Now I'm going to do a composite function. So I'm going to do cosine to the 7th times log base 5 of 3x squared. When we take the derivative here, we start out with our outer function in its exponent, which is 7. So we have 7 to the times cosine to the 6, and then all of our parentheses multiplied by, so we got rid of this, now we can just do cosine. Derivative of cosine is negative sine, and then we have all of our parentheses. And now that we've done everything outside the parentheses, we can move inside the parentheses to our log function. So we multiply it by the derivative of our log function, 3x squared times natural log of 5, and then lastly we have our polynomial, and derivative of 3x squared is just 6x. And right here we have our answer to our composite function using the chain rule. I hope you liked my video on how to use the chain rule in calculus. Thank you.